So good morning, everyone. I'd like to remind you guys that today is buy three pain creams, get one free. That's right, buy three pain creams and get one free with an additional 15% site wide. I think that's pretty generous. And so we want you all to go out there and let the people know that need that pain cream, which is everybody, because it's not just for arthritic pain, it's or joint pain, it's for PMS, it's for menstrual pain, it's for headaches, it's for people working out. It's just for everything you can think of. Nobody needs to be without pain cream within their home. And again, that brings me to always sample that pain cream, guys, when you have people in your presence. If you're meeting someone for a one-on-one, if you're having a party in your home, make sure you ask anybody sitting there, is anybody in any discomfort, any pain? I'd like to share something with you. So while we're going through the presentation, you know that they're going to get some relief within 5 to 10 minutes of putting that pain cream on. So that's an automatic sale. And so what I wanted to talk about this morning was going into your fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter now, guys, and what a tool we have to absolutely go into that fourth quarter with the bundle that's going to be available on September 1st with the pain cream. I mean, I'm saying I'm on pain cream with the blood type testing and the different things that we can offer for the auto ship. We need to be building up definitely on getting people, exposing them to it with the cards that we're able to have, the postcards that are going to be in there. What does that mean? Those postcards mean access. That means an exposure with your information on it. That means showing people something that they can absolutely use right then and there. So what you want to do is make sure you're using all those tools, have them in possession so that you can have them to share. It's a campaign. You want to know, do you know your blood type? That's our new campaign. We need to be getting it out there, letting people hear about it, knowing what it consists of, knowing your blood type, asking that question, do you know your blood type? And then after they find out their blood type, they're going to be able to get that shake, the new shake, the blood type kit, the bitters, the downloading of the digital, so they can look, they can see, what can I eat as a type A? What can I eat as a type O? What can I eat as an AB? This is valuable information. And we've been having events at the office on Wednesdays, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evenings. And this one young lady that came last Wednesday during the day, Dolores Irving's new person, guys. And guess what? I asked Dolores, I said, hey, where'd you meet her at? And Dolores said, I don't know. I can't remember. But I was going through my phone. I don't know who called who, if the lady called her, if they had passed, because I have tons of prospects in my phone. So I can relate. Heck, I don't know where. That's why I say, okay, lady, I met in Whole Food by the produce market, and we just start chatting. I put those notes when I put somebody into my in my phone, my contacts, because you never know. See, you think sometimes when you're dropping those nuggets or having those short conversations via the airline, being on the airplane, being in the grocery store, being at the hair salon, you think that sometimes, hey, if I just give a little information, now we have our postcards we can share. But you think, okay, that might be somebody and that might not be. I might follow up. I might remember to follow up. But then, hey, when they follow up with you, it can be mind-blowing because you truly know you've talked to somebody that really wants your information. And it might be months later. It might be a year or two later. But guys, if you're planting those seeds, some of those seeds are going to be going to the ground and they're going to become harvest. And you don't have the time on when it happens. But if the seeds are planted and if enough seeds are planted, then guess what? they will come to harvest. So here this lady comes last week. She comes in as a distributor, and at the Pearl pack, the $3.99 pack, she also buys her bitters because she knows that she's going to go away and that she wants to immediately get started with the bitters. But then she wants to turn around and have her packet ready at a good price. I think we had a special. And so when she's ready to start her 21 day. So yes, she might not be starting now, but she took immediate action on the bitters. And then what happens? Last night she had 5 guests in the room. Now, mind you, even though we sent her the videos and all of that, we did a lot with her this last week. We gave her some goals. We gave her sales academy training. We told her how to get her list together. She had 5 people there. So those 5 people, I was not able to ask her, hey, did you send out the videos or did you just try to tell them? Because using the system makes your life a lot easier. But I'm saying that to say, I don't know if last night was their absolute first exposure. Well, let's call it their second exposure. For to get them there was some information used, shared. And so these 5 people were very interested, blown away with the information. Not only their 5, but Ken Elam, as always, showing up with somebody at the event. I don't see him there. He's at every event, and every time he's there, he's got a guest or more. He had his guests in the room. Abner had her guests there. People are bringing guests out. They're getting information. As you delivering that information, you see the look of, oh my God, I got to do something about my body. I got to change. I got to take responsibility. So again, if you felt discouraged when they're not making that first purchase the very first time, don't feel bad. Just understand that is your first or second exposure. Their third exposure was talking to the uplines of the people that had invited them. Again, that 3-way connection. So after the meeting, it becomes another meeting. One thing I want to encourage you guys, whenever you have a group of people in front of you, whenever you're doing things in your home, after you talk about the products and how phenomenal and giving the testimonies, you got to ask, is anybody open to the business? You have to ask that. You don't have to go through the whole comp plan, but you can let them know what it would take for them to get started and how many ways, income streams there are. You can give a few points and you can dismiss the people that aren't interested. They might want to go take their blood type test. They might want to, if they're doing bioscans, get a bioscan. But those people that say, hey, I want to hear about that business opportunity, by all means, you need to have some slides in place. You need to be able to ask the question because you don't know who's sitting in that room. And the lady last night brought 5 people. She wanted her people to know everything that was offered. So we always have to ask that question, because had I not asked that question last Wednesday and just ended the thing, she might not have even known there was a business opportunity and turned around and brought 5 people back the next week. So again, sell everything we have, because some people are only interested in the business opportunity. Do they have a good system in place? Do they have excellent products to give people results? Then I know a whole army of people that I can go share this information with. And so this also, we got something that's real seamless, real simple. Anybody can do it. Again, while you're out and about living your life, you might have conversations. I'm standing in line at the in another grocery store situation. I'm in line, not in line. I'm looking for spelt flour, because spelt flour is what type O's are looking for. So this lady was standing there looking, and I talk to myself all the time, talk out loud to myself. So I said, oh, wow, there's the spelt flour. I'm so glad they got it, because I need this thing. And she said, why is that good? I was looking at this. And I said, well, do you know your blood type? And she said, yes, she did know. She was an O. I said, well, for O, spelt flour is something that our body can, digest. It works well with us. So if you're using anything, and then I told her, do you know about the Yuka app? Not all about Akana, but about the things that Akana is about. Do you know the Yuka app? She said, no, I don't know anything about that. I said, okay, let's look at that package that you were getting ready to buy, thinking it was healthier, because I totally can relate. I thought it was healthier too until I got this app. And I took the app there and it said poor. The thing that was all marketed to look healthy, to look like it's better and above the other things, it was had a poor rating. And she said, "Oh my God." I said, "Yes, so you need to put that app in your phone so now you can kind of check things out and you can explore. I mean, don't take them everything for their word, but hey, if they start out poor, I really don't need anymore when I look at why they said it's poor, but then they also give recommendations." So just having conversation. Then we talked about, she said, me and my husband are trying to get this right. We're trying to make it. They're in their to late 40s. And then I got somebody else to say, "Hey, I want to come out. I want to know my husband's blood type. I want to do this with you." That took all of 5 minutes. We hugged each other because she was so grateful that she had gotten this information. Got in the car. I immediately had her information in my phone. When I got in the car, I shot her the videos. I specified the blood type testing. I didn't do a whole lot of products yet. That was her first question, and that was what her interest was. Now health is so expanding, so now I can go back and send a couple of more videos, invite her to the Facebook page, do all of those things. But again, every person you meet is a prospect that needs what we have. So I'm saying, now let's capitalize on this last quarter, guys. September 1st, there should not be one person that does not have that pack. Why? Because you're planting the seeds. You get it September 1st. You got a good month and a half before we kick off what? Our last quarter. And then we go into that last quarter looking at people, sharing information, helping them realize that there's something better, helping them realize that they can have a better quality of life, helping them realize when they look at that digital download on what foods they can eat. So now they're like, wow, I had no clue. You got such a dynamic package for you to go out and market to any and everybody. And nobody that hears my voice can't do this. Whether you're doing a bioscan or not, when you talk about that blood test, if the bioscan, if it's not a bioscan or a coach in your area, you don't even have to bring it up. You can just talk about the blood type test, show the digital download, show how doing the 4-day, the 7-day, or the 21-day can help them bring their bodies back into homeostasis, back into sync. And so you want to make sure you're doing this. You want to start hosting parties, guys. You want to bring them out to your house. You want to, like those 5 people that were there, guess what? They know people all over the country. They were so blown away about the blood test that they said, "Oh my God, my whole family." So guess what? We're setting up for her. We're setting up an online presentation where if they don't know anything else but about the blood type test, they can all do it. And September 1st, we'll be able to send packages out. People can do it. They can do it from their homes like we were doing last night. Dolores Irvin never did a blood type test before. We had her there. Ernestine Davis came through and she helped and guided Dolores on how to do the blood type test. It's not really hard. So as you're showing people how to do it, hey, they can do it with their families. Whether you have a distributor there, just get them on the line, show them the process, and let's get this 1.5 million. So last night, all of yesterday, we probably on that number for 1.5, we getting started early. We probably did about 9 blood type testings on yesterday. And now I want to tell you, the people that came as my guests yesterday afternoon, I met them 6 weeks ago, had really forgot about them, did all my follow-ups, did out my videos, attached them to the Facebook page, invited them out, but they weren't ready. But guess what? They called and they were ready. Actually, they called customer service, wanted to know what she told us when it was, but we want to know exactly what time and where they showed up. So guys, people want what we have. We just got to go to work. And I'm saying, if you do want to hit $1 billion big, this is a vehicle that can get you there, because each and every person can absolutely do this. And as leaders, I would incentivize my own team. Hey, who has the most online parties? Who has the most home parties? Give them a gift card. Start out with 100 or 20 or 50 or 25, whatever. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you. But I'm saying get some competition going on in your own groups, because if your team is working and putting numbers out there, who is going to benefit? You. So give back to grow your team. That's part of your marketing dollars in your own business. So as you can see, I'm excited. I think we got a great tool to run with. And I think it's up to you. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, write down your goals on how you want 2024 to end for you, your financial situation, in your helping of your people, in your number of towards that 1.5 million. What do you want to do? The time to put it on paper and in writing is now. So let's get started, guys. Let's get busy. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys giving me your time this morning, being here. And with that being said, hey, go out and push. Is there anybody that would like to say anything before we close? And Abinadale, I'd like to give a special shout out for you, because Abina has been consistent on her Wednesdays since we got started, since she said she was going to be there. She don't care if it's one person. She doesn't care if she's the only speaker. She doesn't care whatever it is. She does what she says she's going to do. And so we all need to apply Abina, because a lot of times Abina is there entertaining your guests, presenting to your guests, closing your guests. So I would be remiss if I hadn't thanked her. And I'm thanking her, not that there's not a whole lot, but everybody is kind of bad when you say you don't want to mention a name, but hey, sometimes you got to mention a name. And I'm giving that name to Abina today. Thank you, Abina. With that being said, since nobody said they needed to say anything,
Phyllis,
yes.
Can you hear me? It's
I can
Margaret.
hear you.
Yay! That's all I have to say. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you guys.